Hello, everyone. Today's video is about 8 signs that you are emotionally unavailable. One of the first signs is that you attract emotionally unavailable people because vibrationally and energetically, if you are emotionally unavailable, you are going to call in and attract other emotionally unavailable people. And sometimes those show up in the form of narcissists. So if you are calling in, and maybe obviously not consciously, we all say we want a healthy relationship. We want a relationship where we feel safe, where we feel secure, where we feel emotionally supported, where we can open up and we can truly love, express, and be ourselves. But if you are attracting with, aligning with, or finding yourself in relationships with narcissists or people who maybe aren't narcissists but just aren't fully committing to you and are taking it way too slow, and their actions aren't matching their words. They say they want to be in a relationship, yet they're kind of 1 foot in and 1 foot out. And you're thinking they're really not opening up. Like, I ask them questions to get to know them. And when we do spend time together, it just kind of seems surface level. It seems really shallow. And you're feeling like this person is blocked or guarded and not fully available emotionally, that they kind of like hanging out with you guys have fun together, but you're not really deeply connected. You may have heard this phrase before because it's true. The relationships that we're in mirror and reflect what's going on within us. So if you are a person who finds yourself in emotionally unavailable relationships, that is a sign that you too, you are also emotionally unavailable. A lot of us like to say, no, I'm not, right? I'm not, that person is. And we like to blame and point the finger at other people and say that it's not us, it's them. And what we fail to realize is that there are 3 fingers pointing back at us when we point to someone else and say, no, I'm not, they are. Well, it's just that he, or just that she, it does. And then we go on and on about, right, all the things that are wrong with them, all their failures and shortcomings, yet we don't want to take an honest and open look at our own. So, and that's what this video is in hopes to support you with and guide you with. So 8 signs that you are emotionally unavailable. Chances are you're going to see a mirror reflection of these signs in a partner as well. So the first one is you keep your options open. Maybe you say that you're in a relationship with this person, and this isn't, maybe you're not on like an online dating app and you're not actively looking for someone else to date, but in the back of your mind, you're thinking, well, if it doesn't work out with them, whatever, like I'll just find someone else. Or I'm ready to just hop back on, whatever. It is what it is, right? But emotionally, you're keeping your options open. You're not emotionally all in, and you're saying, if it doesn't work out with them, so what, right? And oftentimes this is a protective mechanism because you've been hurt in a relationship in the past where you did open up, where you did fully step in to the arena and you didn't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out, where you had all of you in. And now, because there's still an open wound there, you're afraid to get hurt again. No one likes being hurt, but now you keep your options open, and maybe you're just seeing one person, but inside you're like, nah, whatever, if it doesn't work out, right? And you're thinking, but why are they not all in? What is it that's going on with me? Am I not good enough? Am I not like everything they want and need? But you're also keeping your options open. If you're thinking it's fine, I would just go start dating someone else, whatever, then that is a sign that you are not fully emotionally available and that you are emotionally unavailable. Another sign that you're emotionally unavailable is if you avoid commitment. Maybe you've been together for a long time. Maybe you've talked about marriage in the past or taking your relationships to the next level, and you don't go in, right? You kind of change the subject or talk about something else, or like, oh my God, you know what? We never went on that vacation. We should totally go on that vacation and we should plan it. And you kind of distract when conversation gets to be one that is more committed and talks about really kind of sealing the deal, and you avoid commitment, or that's when you start an argument, or an argument just happens, right? You notice that you bring up something from the past, and maybe when you're being honest with yourself and you're kind of quiet or reflective time, you're like, wow, I really do that. I started an argument. I brought up something that was so small and so stupid and so dumb, and I don't know why I do that, and I do that every time. I'm doing that because every time that my partner brings up really taking it further, or fully committing, or getting married, or taking that next step, maybe moving in together, putting a ring on it, or having kids, or whatever it is, you and you kind of oh gosh, we're not going to go there. And so you're avoiding commitment, full commitment to this person. And there's different levels of commitment, right? Just because you're married doesn't mean that you have a happy, healthy relationship. We all know that. But that is a sign that you're emotionally unavailable. And maybe you notice your partner doing the same thing, right? Like I said, the relationships are mirrors. So you're going to see that if these are your qualities and traits, they probably are in that relationship as well. The next sign that you're emotionally unavailable is that you don't open up or express yourself. You shut down, and maybe you don't say you shut down, but you do. Maybe you just get on your phone and your partner's talking to you and you're like, no, I'm listening. I'm listening. What is so important? And you're not really opening up. You're distracting with your phone, or maybe it's that you go into another room and you're like, well, I have to watch my show. And you're just kind of roommates. You're there, but you're not really there. You're not deeply connected. You don't hold sacred space for each other, and you don't open up, and you don't express yourself. Maybe this is something as simple as like, what do you want for dinner? Whatever. I don't care. And then that turns into an argument. Why do I always have to be the one to decide where we're going to go? Like, I want you to be happy. What do you want? I don't care. Right. And you you easily express the negative emotions, but you don't fully express yourself. Maybe what's underneath that is that you're afraid of being judged, right? Maybe you make a recommendation for something and then you feel like they're going to think I'm so dumb. Like, ew, why do you want to eat that? Why do you want to go there? Or that you think it's going to start an argument, and you're a people pleaser and you just want, everyone to be happy. And so you go, I don't care. So you don't fully stand up for yourself or express yourself or say what it is that's really on your mind, because you're afraid of this outcome that may or may not even happen. So you're trying to step into and predict this future kind of mind read. Well, if I say this, they're going to say that. And so you don't fully open up and express yourself because you're afraid of maybe potential or possible backlash or judgment, or what they're going to think about you if you say that, or if they really see your silly, goofy side that is so crazy that you feel free to unleash when you're by yourself. You don't feel free or safe to show that in front of this other person, in front of your partner. So you don't fully open up and express yourself. The way that you sing in the shower and dance in front of the mirror when you're getting ready, when you're alone, when that person's gone, or the crazy things and weird things that you do in the car, you don't do in front of your partner when they're in the car with you. So you close off, you shut down, and you don't fully open up or express yourself. That is a sign that you're emotionally unavailable. Another sign is that you only depend on yourself. Like, say that you need help with something, and this person, your partner, tries to step in and say, hey, let me help you out with that, or I can bring this over, or I'll be there in a second. And you're like, no, I got it. Why do you always have to come in and step in? Like, I said, I got it. I don't need help, but thank you. And then you notice that you start to get this tone or this attitude, and you start to push away help. And you're this super ultra independent person, and you don't allow others to come into your space or into your world and help you. So you only depend on yourself. Well, when you live in that space, things get really heavy and hard. And we need people. We are put on this planet and this earth to experience divine, beautiful connection, to give help and to receive help, and not just be this Miss Independent Kelly Clarkson, like, I got it, right? So that's a sign that you're emotionally unavailable, is that you only depend on yourself. And maybe if people try and step in and help you or support you, you close off, you shut down, you get mad at them, and you think, so do you think I'm incapable of doing this myself? Is that what you're saying? So that is a sign that you're emotionally unavailable. Another sign is that you're unable to trust others. You question everything, even if that person has not given you a reason to not trust them or to question them or look into something even deeper. Like, say that this person has been fully and completely faithful. They've never ever given you a reason or an inkling that they may be, let's say, talking to someone else. And they're fully open. Maybe they have, a friend who's the same gender as you, the opposite gender of them, and they've been fully open and completely transparent, but you still don't trust them. You still go through their phone really quick when they're in the bathroom and put it down and kind of slide it away. And they're like, what were you doing? Nothing. Maybe you still creep on their social media and you go down the rabbit hole of who is this person that commented? Who are they? And then you go into like these deep holes of looking at their stuff and what type of their relationship they're in and the last time that they brought up their name. So you don't trust others, even though this person, this partner, has not given you any reason to not trust them. You still go there. You're unable to trust them. You question them, even if they are, stopping by to bring dinner or something and then come and bring it over and they're 15 minutes late. And you're thinking, where were you? Really? So did you get off work late? Or yeah, were you on the phone with someone? Who is that you were just talking to? And that person is thinking, oh my gosh, it's this person. I've told you about them. What? And you don't trust them, even though they've been fully open, fully transparent, or maybe they haven't. If they haven't and you have caught them, leave. That's a red flag. But if this is you and you're unable to trust people and you find yourself doing those things, acting and behaving in those ways, that's a sign that you're emotionally unavailable. If you find it easy to just done, yeah, bye, I'm not doing this anymore, I'm done, without giving that other person an opportunity to explain their side of the story, right? There's two sides to every story. If you are a person who actually even boasts about your ability to just cut people off and you're like, nope, done, I don't take that. And you find it really easy to drop people or just cut people off like cold, right? That's a sign that you're emotionally unavailable, because what that is expressing, again, at an even deeper level and layer, is that you don't want to see the bigger picture. You only want to see it the way that you want to see it. You want to see your side of the street, your story. Your story is the right story. And you're not willing to be open to really seeing the bigger picture and seeing that there are two sides to every story, and understanding and learning about where this person is coming from and their motives and their drive and their why. Why did they say this that way? What is it that's going on in their background? What is something that maybe happened in their past that has them now react or respond to this event or this situation in that way that triggered you, that had to cut them off. So if you are a person who it's easy to drop people, it's easy to cut people off or cut them completely out of your life without allowing them the opportunity to open up or express themselves or share with you why, and you're just, nope, I'm done, that is a sign that you're emotionally unavailable. And again, this goes back to your past triggers, to your unhealed wounds in the past, where when you did let someone in, you got hurt. And those hurts are still unhealed. Maybe they feel like oozing wounds still. And now in relationships, when those areas within you are triggered, it feels like salt being poured on a wound, and that obviously doesn't feel good. And so now you just cut people off or you drop them. You just out of my life now. That's a sign within you that there are inner things that need to be healed so that you can become emotionally available. That is the only way to have a healthy relationship. So the next sign, if that you are an emotionally unavailable person, is that you pull away if someone gets close. We all want happy, healthy relationships, and they take vulnerability, they take ability to open up, to be honest, right? To let people in. And if you are someone who, when you get too close to people, when you start to notice, wow, this is really getting serious, this is the real deal, this might be the one, you begin to pull away. That is a sign, again, that you are emotionally unavailable, that you have inner triggers and unhealed wounds. So it may be you're in this relationship and things are going so well, and you're so happy. And you start to notice, though, that the closer you get to this person, the more time you spend with them, the more you get to know them, you begin to pull away. That's a sign, again, that you're afraid to get hurt. And that's a sign of an emotionally unavailable person. Again, this is all around this protective mechanism. You're protecting yourself from getting hurt. You're protecting yourself from getting even more wounds, right? You've got enough that are unhealed and you don't want more naturally. But until you really spend the time to heal those inner unhealed wounds, you're not going to be emotionally available or have a really whole, hearty, and healthy relationship. So that is a sign that you're emotionally unavailable if you pull away when someone starts to get too close and you, right? Like, I want some space here. And the last thing that we'll talk about today that you are emotionally unavailable is if you aren't able to meet someone's needs, but you won't directly say it. So we all have different needs. We all have different love languages. We all have different backgrounds, different experiences, different upbringings, and you're not able to meet someone's needs, but you don't come out and share that. You won't directly say it. You won't directly say, I can't do that. I don't have that available within me. And you're not able to meet their needs, whether they're spiritual needs, emotional needs, physical needs, right? But you won't say it. Again, the deeper level to that is safety, is guarding, is protecting. You don't want to say it because, again, well, what are they going to say? How are they going to respond or react if they know that I can't meet their needs, whatever those needs may be, or I don't want to, I'm uncomfortable with it. That's outside of, my capacity. And I have worked with clients who went to great lengths to try and meet their partner's needs. And even in the realm of the physical relationship with them, and have done things that are so far outside of their comfort zone to meet their partner's physical needs that it caused physical pain for them. And even more than the physical pain, it caused massive, incredible amounts of emotional pain, of guilt, of shame, the inner dialogue and self-talk that happens when you carry that and you don't have healthy boundaries in place to say, I can't meet those needs, and we need to have a conversation, we need to have a dialogue around this because I can't. But you're afraid to say it. What you will be left with is carrying intense, incredible amounts of shame, of guilt, and blame. And your partner, the one who you didn't express that to or open up to say, I can't meet this physical need, because you want them to accept you, you want them to love you, you want them to look at you like, wow, you are my everything. You're afraid to really open up, and that is a sign of emotional immaturity and emotional unavailability. You are not available emotionally enough to yourself to give yourself what you want and need to speak up, to use your voice. Because of those inner unhealed wounds, you don't feel safe to do so. You don't feel supported in doing so. And that's because of experiences from your past where you didn't feel that are still internal, that are still unhealed, and are impacting and affecting your present life and relationships today. So, if any of that resonates with you, if you see those 8 signs of emotional unavailability or immaturity in yourself or in your partner, and in your partner, if you're identifying those in your partner, again, I caution you to not go, well, he or she, blah, 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 blah. Like, to really slow down and take a look at yourself and to learn. Everything, even the mistakes that we think we may have made in the past, are not mistakes. They're opportunities for growth. They're opportunities for learning. They're opportunities for development. So if we want to fix or change anything about ourselves, our lives, or our future, we have got to pause and reflect. And if you're noticing these signs of emotional immaturity, they are a fabulous place and way to pause and reflect, and then do something about it, right? So to take the opportunity to go on that journey to heal those inner unhealed wounds so that you stop projecting and you stop reflecting them into the relationships that you have and onto other people, people you love, people you care about, and allow yourself to feel safe to open up, to up level your emotional maturity so that you can have healthy, happy relationships, so that you can have loving relationships, relationships that are balanced in giving and receiving. So if you're noticing these 8 signs of emotional immaturity within you and you are ready and you are fully committed to saying, yes, Sarah, that is me. You're speaking directly to me. How did you know? I never tell anyone about this, but yeah, you're hitting the nail on the head. I get it. I've been there too. And this is exactly the journey that I take my clients through, whether it's in our group supported program or whether that is in combination with the one-on-one work we do to really get to the root of this and to remove the unconscious blocks so that that can be open. You can feel safe to flow, safe to step up, safe to speak your voice, safe to say what's on your mind without the fear of judgment, the fear of criticism, and the feeling of shame and guilt and betrayal and all those things that are connected and related to this. So if you've identified that you are an emotionally unavailable person, and or the partners and people that you attract in your life are as well, and say, yep, I get it. It is a direct reflection and a mirror of what's going on inside of me. I am accepting that. I am aware of that. And now I'm ready and fully committed to do something to change, because I cannot go on or don't want to go on living this way any longer. And you're at that stuck place where you don't know what to do to fix it or change it or to begin living a completely different way. Then please, please, please reach out and connect with me, and we'll identify where you're at and see if we're a good fit to work together so that you can remove those and become an emotionally available and emotionally mature person so that you can live a happy, healthy, and thriving life. So thank you, thank you, thank you for watching this, and I hope it has served you. And again, remember to reach out and connect if this is you and you're ready to change.